Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Learn English, Grow Yourself. I'm Meg, and this is the Daily Podcast Channel, the podcast that helps you learn simple English step by step, day by day, with confidence and joy. Today, we're going to talk about something powerful, something that can change the way you learn forever. We're going to talk about your brain. Yes, your brain. That amazing little world inside your head that helps you think, remember, imagine, and dream. And more than that, today you'll learn how to make your brain love English. Because when your brain loves something, it learns faster. When your brain feels safe, curious, and excited, it remembers more. So today we'll learn how to train your mind. Not with pressure, not with stress, but with kindness, emotion, and joy. So get comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's begin this journey together. Part 1. Your brain is alive. Your brain is not a machine. It doesn't learn like a computer. It learns like a friend. Imagine you have a friend named Ben. Ben loves food. He loves flavor, color, variety. But every day, you give Ben the same meal, plain white rice. Morning, lunch, and dinner, just rice. At first, Ben eats, then he gets bored. And after a while, he stops eating. Now, imagine your brain is Ben. You feed it only grammar rules, grammar rules, grammar rules. No story, no color, no emotion. What happens? Your brain gets bored. It closes the door. It says, I'm tired. I don't want to study. But when you feed your brain with new flavors, a funny video, a beautiful story, a real conversation, your brain wakes up. It says, oh, this is interesting. Let's learn. Your brain doesn't need perfection. It needs variety. It needs emotion. It needs joy. So, my friend, don't fight your brain. Feed your brain. Part 2. Learning with emotion. Do you remember your first favorite song in English? Maybe it was something like Shape of You or Perfect by Ed Sheeran. You didn't memorize every word, but somehow you remembered it. Why? Because you felt it. Emotion makes memory strong. When you feel happy, curious, or touched, your brain lights up like a little city. Every emotion creates a light, and those lights help you remember. That's why you remember the movie that made you cry. That's why you remember the joke that made you laugh. So, when you learn English, don't only think, feel. If you listen to a podcast, close your eyes for a second. Feel the rhythm. Feel the words. If you read a story, imagine the scene, the people, the emotion. When your brain connects with feeling, it keeps the memory forever. Part 3. The power of dopamine. Now let's talk about a tiny magical thing inside your brain. Dopamine. Dopamine is your happy chemical. It gives you motivation and reward. When you do something that feels good, your brain releases dopamine. You smile, you feel good, you want to do it again. That's how your brain learns. So every time you make progress, you understand a word, finish a short exercise, listen to an English podcast, your brain says, nice, let's do it again. That's how habits start, through small, happy moments. So how can you help your brain release dopamine while learning English? Simple things. Listen to topics you love. Celebrate small wins. Smile after every mini success. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to feel proud. The more you enjoy learning, the more your brain learns. Pleasure, not pressure. That's the secret. Part 4. Build a happy English environment.
You can train your brain by changing your environment. Your brain learns from what it sees, hears, and feels around you. So make your world a little more English every day, in small, easy ways. In the morning, read a short English quote. On the way to work, listen to a slow English podcast. While you cook, repeat 3 new words out loud. Before bed, watch 5 minutes of a movie Linglish. You don't need to study for hours. You just need to touch English every day. Every time your brain meets English naturally, without stress, it feels safe. And when it feels safe, it opens. Learning English doesn't mean escaping your life. It means bringing English into your life. Hey, quick pause. If you're enjoying this episode, don't forget to subscribe and click the like button so you can join our family of learners. People just like you who learn English step by step, day by day, with confidence and joy.
Part 5. The magic of imagination. Let's play a little game. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine you're sitting in a small cafe in London. The smell of coffee, the sound of rain. A friendly waiter smiles and says, "Good morning. How are you today?" You smile and answer, "I'm great, thank you. How about you?" That small moment, even in your imagination, trains your brain. Because your brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. When you imagine, your brain activates the same areas it uses when you live it. So when you imagine English situations, you're training your mind to feel confident in real life. Use your imagination every day. Pretend you're ordering coffee, buying tickets, or meeting new friends. Speak out loud. Use your voice. You're not just practicing English, you're training your brain to feel calm and ready. Part 6. The 3 states of learning. Your brain learns best when you balance 3 states. 1. Curiosity, when you ask, "What does this mean?" 2. Focus, when you give your attention fully. 3. Rest, when you stop, breathe, and let your brain organize everything. Most people forget the third one, rest. But rest is learning time too. When you sleep, your brain moves new English words from short-term memory to long-term memory. That's why you remember better the next morning. So the best rule is simple. Study small, sleep deep. Part 7. Small steps, big progress. Sometimes people say, "I study so much, but I don't improve." Usually they study too long and too hard. But learning is not about how much time, it's about how often. 10 minutes every day is more powerful than 2 hours once a week. Because your brain loves small repetition. So choose one small habit you can keep. 1 English podcast each morning. 1 new word before bed. 1 sentence you say out loud at lunch. Every small step creates a new path in your brain, and small paths become strong roads. That's how fluency grows, step by step, not all at once. Part 8. Challenge, but be kind. Imagine you go to the gym. If the weight is too heavy, you can't lift it. If it's too light, you don't grow. Your brain is the same. If English is too easy, you get bored. If it's too hard, you feel stress. So find your sweet spot, that just right level. A little challenge, a little success. That's where your brain learns fastest. And please, don't be angry at yourself when you forget. Forgetfulness is not failure, it's part of learning. Every time you forget and remember again, the memory gets stronger.
So don't say I can't. Say I'm training. Part 9. Talk to yourself with kindness. The way you talk to yourself shapes your brain. If you say, I'm bad at English, your brain believes you. If you say, I'm learning English every day, your brain believes that too. So choose your words carefully, especially the words you say to yourself. Before every study session, whisper to your mind, my brain is learning. My brain is growing. My brain loves English. This is not silly. It's science. Positive words create positive pathways in your brain, and those pathways become your new confidence. And finally, part 10, reward the journey. Learning English is a long road. Some days you'll feel excited. Some days you'll feel tired, and that's okay. The secret is not to run fast, it's to keep walking. So after you study, reward yourself. Drink your favorite tea. Listen to music. Say to yourself, I did it today. That small reward teaches your brain that learning equals joy, and joy brings consistency. Part 11. Real life, real English. Let's bring everything together. Imagine you walk into a coffee shop in another country. The barista says, Hi, what can I get for you? You smile. You know this. You say, Hi, a cappuccino, please. The barista replies, Sure. Anything else? You answer, No, that's all. Thank you. It's simple, but in that moment, your brain celebrates. It says, See, I can do this. That's dopamine. That's confidence. That's real learning. So never think English is only books and tests. English is life. English is people. English is how you connect with the world. Recap time. Let's remember together. Okay, my friends, take a deep breath and let's recap what your brain learned today. We learned that your brain is not a machine. It's a living friend that needs joy, emotion, and safety. We discovered the happy chemical dopamine, which helps you stay motivated. We saw that emotion is the glue of memory. When you feel, you remember. We talked about creating a happy English environment, small daily moments of contact. We said that learning has 3 states: curiosity, focus, and rest. We learned to study small, sleep deep. We saw that small steps every day create big change. We learned to find our challenge zone. Not too easy, not too hard. We practiced positive self-talk because your words create your mindset. And finally, we said reward your journey. Celebrate your effort. Your brain learns faster when it feels safe. It remembers longer when it feels joy. So be kind to your mind. Speak with love and train your brain to love English. One smile, one word, one day at a time. Quick tip. When you practice, don't just read the sentences, act them out. Confidence doesn't come from grammar. It comes from practice. And remember, you can download today's free workbook with dialogues, vocabulary, and practice exercises. It's linked right below this episode. So, train your brain with kindness. Feed it small wins. And soon, your brain will love English. Keep going, keep learning, and keep living your English. Bye for now.